Morning, everybody. It is March 29th, and we are in my basement to look at my garden. I got a T5, 4 foot by 2 foot T5 phosphorescent setup on pulleys. Normally I have the light way down here over the canopy, but I have it lifted up for this video. It's doing real well. This is the first year I've used it. First year I've started stuff inside, and as you can see, having a little bit of success. Why don't I start going through everything? Basically a 4 foot by 2 foot growing space, so I have stuff really jammed in. And in 3 weeks it's going to be a jungle. So I'm going to have to start thinning the herd at some point. I got too much of some stuff. Why don't we start down here with some of the most exciting stuff. Hey, look, a cup of dirt. That's exciting. This is 2-star lettuce along with this one. I got a free packet from Burpee last year. And tried to start them twice under a dome in Seed Starts tray. None of them propagated, obviously, so I just put like 30 in here and 30 in that other one. And if, hopefully I'll get 1 or 2 that'll come up. They're probably old seeds, that's why they're giving them away. But if I get 1 or 2, I'll grow them and I'll let them go to seed and keep the line going. I need a third type of lettuce. I'm growing a couple of others. And I love 2-star, so hopefully that'll work out. This is a Swiss Chard Volunteer that I just repotted. This is a Baxter cherry that I just broke off of another plant that I stuck in the dirt. Let's see how that goes. I also got yellow bell peppers that I ate the other day. Got some seeds from it, and it'd be kind of cool to start that up. So I got a couple of cups of dirt of that. It's very exciting. I know. Bear with me. Eggplants. I got eggplants tucked in everywhere. I'm probably only going to grow a couple of those in the end. So I got way too many of those. Probably give some of those away. This is a nice black plum tomato, growing real well. I'm growing 6 different types of tomatoes: black plum, black cherry, Cherokee purple, what I think is a pineapple, also fireworks, and I don't know, I might have forgot one. We'll get to it. This is a squash over here. I have too many of those. I'm only going to grow 1. Maybe 2 of those if I want to give a bunch away. I mean, they're pretty prolific once they get big. These are lettuce. These ones with the red speckled leaves are red sail. They're my favorite type. They're really prolific. And you get about 6 harvests before they start to bolt. And what happens is the stalk continues to grow up. So eventually you got like a 4-foot stalk and you're harvesting lettuce leaves off the top. It's really kind of cool. But it's really delicious and grows fast. So with 6 of those, I'll have a ton. I also got some more tucked in other places. These are fireworks tomatoes, one of the kinds that I'm growing. I had a hard time starting those in the seed trays under the domes. They basically didn't propagate. They didn't sprout. So I started a bunch like I did with the 2-star and the yellow bells. I just threw a bunch in cups, and eventually some sprouted, and so I do have some of those in various stages of growth all over the place. This is another one of the pineapple, what I think is a pineapple. I basically grabbed this guy on his way to the garbage at a farmer's market here in Delray last year, and grabbed what I know is a Cherokee purple and what I think is a fireworks. And I'm growing a bunch of those from seed. It's a common theme you'll see in my garden. Daddy likes this free stuff. Very distinct potato leaves on these ones. I really like them. You can see I got leaf curl on all of these. I don't know what it is. I think it's environmental stress, just weather-related stuff. Because we are in my basement, and the temperature fluctuates down here. It gets kind of cool. I have a heater going. Thermostat set at 70, but it still, fluctuates. At nighttime, it still gets kind of cold down here. So hopefully it's just environmental damage. I looked for broad mites. I took a picture of one of the affected leaves and blew it up in Photoshop and didn't see any eggs or anything, so I think it's just environmental damage. And they're still growing well, so I'm not really worried about it. If they were dying, I'd be more concerned. But they seem to be doing okay so far. Down there is another Baxter cherry that's growing real well. Swiss Chard, I got like 6 of these Swiss Chards. They could probably go outside now. They're a little more tolerant of the cold. And I may do that. I may put like all my Swiss Chards on a little tray and take them outside during the day and take them back in at night, just because I'm going to need room eventually. I love Swiss Chard too, so I'm growing a bunch. This is an eggplant, kind of growing real nice. Another eggplant down here. This is another little fireworks tomato, you can see, growing real nice. This is another fireworks tomato growing over here. What else do we got? This is a Cherokee purple that is nasty looking. I just relocated it in the garden. Apparently not all Cherokee purple seeds are created the same. This one looks real nasty, and I have some others that are beautiful. So this one, if it doesn't pick up in like a week, I'll just trash it. And I have plenty to do that, so it's fine. I also have some red romaine lettuce tucked in here. I put them in these half cups so I could just tuck them in to the top of the canopy. These red romaines, they're real pretty. They'll go good if I eventually get some 2-star, like the variety of reds and greens that I have. Along the backs here, that's a cucumber. These 3 peppers here are gypsy peppers. It's like a little bell pepper, sweet pepper. Real good stuffed, or just chop them up, put them in a salad or stir fry, real good. Back over there, 2 more cucumbers. These are peppers. These are banana peppers. These 3 here, and I've also got another one up here. You know, the hot banana peppers. Those are real good, like in stir fries or stuffed or whatever. Google them. They're awesome. These are serrano peppers. These 3 here, the little red chilies. They're real good whole, just thrown in stuff. Or eventually dry those out and grind them up. They make really good pepper flakes or chili powder. Really awesome. Another little eggplant up front. More Swiss chard. Tucked in here, I got some parsley. My buddy Chris was so proud of himself last summer. He found parsley stalk on a plate at like an Italian restaurant, and he brought it to me. And so I stuck it in the dirt and added water, and eventually it went to flower and seeded, and I saved the seeds. And so look, boom, I got some free parsley. And I love parsley. Parsley's awesome, especially the free kind. Just you know, throw the seeds in dirt and add water. Boom. A lot of these peppers I'm going to top probably next week. There's a lot of good videos out there on how to top plants. Mostly it's weed, but you know, I live in Virginia. I'm too soft for jail, so I grow peppers. The one I was looking at last week was Gary Pilarczyk. He's up in Maryland, so I think just like a half zone away, and he tops all his. So eventually you just count up the sets of leaves, pinch the top off, and you'll grow 2 stalks. And you'll get twice as many peppers, hopefully. Maybe not twice as many, but more. A bigger pepper plant. So I'll eventually top all of these peppers. I have time to do it. Peppers, you know, love the heat, so they really won't start growing until summer, you know, May-ish. So I have plenty of time to top those. That'll be really cool. Going along the left side here, squash. The cucumber, I'm probably going to ditch this one. I just have too many. I got 4 now, so I'll probably give a couple of those away, or just kill them. You know. Black cherry here. Growing real well. You can see I had a little accident here. I knocked it off with my elbow, but it's recovered nicely. This stalk here, this was a branch that's now growing up. That'll be the main stalk. Growing real well. Tomatoes are pretty hardy. This is a black cherry that's growing super awesome. Cherokee purple over here, this one. And back over there is a black plum, which is growing real well. Those are going to be super awesome. Let's move over here. This is the black cherry that I decapitated. I just knocked that off this morning. It won't come into focus, but I stuck the top in here. I've done that last year on the outside. I topped one of my tomato plants and just stuck the top in dirt, and it ended up growing pretty well. So we'll see if this experiment works. That's just the branch that was here. If that grows, I'll ditch this. I have more black cherries, so I'm not real worried about it. This is a zucchini. Another squash. You can see I've already got some little flowers coming in here. That's kind of cool. Cucumber. This sucker's gone. He's on death row. He's just doing time. I just have too many. Back over here to tomato proper. These 4 and this one are Cherokee purples. This is a Baxter cherry, Baxter cherry, Baxter cherry. Here's a lot more of these. The potato leaf, you know, is very distinct. These are what I think are the pineapples. And I got some black plums up front here, more pineapples. Way too many tomatoes, as you can see. I'm probably going to grow 2 of each. So I'll eventually give like half of these away, or if no one wants them, just trash them. It's kind of hard to give tomatoes away in, you know, early April because few people have lights. But maybe someone can stick them in a window and save them, or I'll just kill them. Give people tomatoes instead. So this is the garden. I'll probably miss some stuff. This is basically just, it's not going to be like a monthly update. This is just so I can look at this next year and see how I'm doing. Hopefully I'll learn a little bit and grow. I know that I definitely need like a proper surface. I need to get like a piece of plywood or something that's 5 foot by 3 foot so I can have everything, because I kind of got some wasted space here. And I just have like, you know, growing them where I can. So if I had one big board, I could probably fit in another row of plants. So that's one thing I want to do. Probably do it on the super cheap. I have stuff growing outside too. Last week I have 2 8 foot by 4 foot beds in my yard. And in one of them I got a 1/3 Swiss chard, a 1/3 kale, and a 1/3 radishes, 2 different types of radishes. And those have all sprouted. I got seedlings for all of those. In my other 8-foot by 4-foot bed, I have 2 rows of carrots and 2 rows of peas. The carrots haven't sprouted, but the peas have. They'll grow real well. And I've never done that many peas before, so it'll be awesome to have, you know, a big harvest of peas. Pretty excited about that. And also in a south-facing window upstairs, I have cilantro that I started from seed and a ton of basil that I'm starting from seed too. It's kind of early to get an early start on the basil. And I also have a couple more kales started up there. So I'm going to grow the hell out of some greens this year, which is a little different than what I did last year. Last year, I only did a couple of types of lettuces and some kale and some chard, like in smaller amounts. So it'll be nice to have like an abundance of that type of stuff. So anyway, that's the garden. Probably forgetting some stuff, but what are you going to do? See you next year. Bye.